All right. So, Will, do you think that people in the community should be concerned about racial profiling by police officers?
Yeah, I think they should. Um, I mean, it is a big problem, especially like now that everything, like all the stuff that's been going on in the past. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty big deal.
Okay. And then do you think that the requirement of officers to wear 24/7 body monitoring would help to mitigate or keep them accountable for racial profiling?
Yes, I think that body cams are like, I think it'll be useful, but at the same time, I think that um, to a certain extent, it wouldn't kind of stop them from racial profiling. I think it would just like help as far as like if they do anything, they're accountable for it. But I
Yeah.
don't think it would like minimize it.
Okay. And then have you yourself ever been a victim of racial profiling by the police?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the times I don't know if cops or you know or police officers they do it on purpose or it's just like in their nature. But I mean, I'm not saying all cops are like bad or anything like that, but sometimes yes, they I think it may be possible that it's just in the nature of like what they do, and I mean they can't help it. But I mean at the same time, like it's not something that's that should be allowed.
Okay, so Cassidy, do you think people in the community should be concerned about racial profiling by police officers?
Yes.
And why do you think so?
Well, because I don't really think that people should be arrested for, I mean, just based on their race.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
it's not really like illegal to be any particular race, you know?
Yeah. And so, do you believe or think that a requirement of 24/7 body cam monitoring on police would help to lessen racial profiling or at least
Absolutely.
keep them accountable?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Awesome. And then, have you yourself ever been a victim of racial profiling?
I don't think that I have been a victim of racial profiling.
In front of you is a graph of the incarceration rates of countries across the world. Why is US is so much higher than every other country?
I believe the United States has a higher incarceration rate than other countries because of unfair punishment. Therefore, I think they should fix the justice system so that they're more comparable to other countries.
In certain states across the country, kids as of the age of 13 to 17 can be tried as an adult. Do you think this should continue or do you think this needs to be changed?
No, I don't believe that a juvenile should be tried as an adult. I think that instead they should be put into some type of program that will help better themselves instead of ruining their lives by putting them in
In front of you is a graph of the incarceration rates of between each and every country. Why is US is much higher than others?
It could be due to the lack of investment in schools within the lower class areas, or possibly the economic development, so it's harder to find jobs, so people go out of their way to do different things to get money.
In certain states in this country, many people underage, as of 13 years old to 17 years old, can be tried as an adult. Do you think this should remain the same, or do you think this needs to be different?
I think there are other alternatives to bettering a child's future, such as juvie and not charging them as an adult, because if they go through an adult alternative way, then there will be more likely for sexual abuse or just kind of a control over the kid.
I believe that African Americans get a higher sentence just because of African Americans' histories of being enslaved and not having the same rights. And although African Americans have come a long way and they have freedoms and they should have the same rights as everybody else, they are still treated unfair, and that is why they are viewed as less than the typical white man or the white majority than everybody else.
Okay. I believe that blacks get longer sentences than whites depending on who the jury is and racial profiling. If it's a predominantly white jury, then the blacks will most likely get a longer sentence due to racial profiling.